Hey, I'm Tia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am hauling all of the books that I bought during the month of April. So before I jump into the book haul, I do want to share with you 2 pairs of glasses that I received this month. Zinff Optical reached out to me and asked me if I would like 2 free pairs of glasses. And I said, yes, of course, and I would love to share them with all of my subscribers out there. So you get to see these beautiful glasses, and then down in the description box, there will be a coupon code that you can use to be able to get a discount on Zinff Optical's glasses. So Zinff Optical has a ton of options on their website, and they have a try-on thing where you take your picture and you load it in, and then it will place the glasses on your face. It's really easy to follow, and obviously I would not have been able to do it if it wasn't easy to follow because, you know, I'm just not that smart. But anyway, so I got 2 beautiful pairs of glasses. It was really hard to decide which ones I wanted because they were all so gorgeous. There was a ton that I wanted, but I did finally narrow it down to 2, and I'm going to show them to you. They arrive in these pretty little boxes, and they are really well packaged. A little pull cord right here, and you do get a coupon code in there, or at least I did, for your friends, and some other cards, and they come wrapped in a little glasses wipe, which is really nice, so you can keep your glasses clean. So these are the Feasting design, and they are in the warm tortoise color, and they are rectangle shape. Anyway, so here are these. I do wear glasses. I normally wear contacts for all of my videos because I don't really like the glasses that I currently have. But now that I have these super cute ones, maybe I will start wearing glasses in my videos. I just love these. You can let me know which frames that you prefer. But yeah, so if you were interested in these are, what did I say they were called? These are the Feasting ones, and I will leave links down in the description box for these exact lenses. I mean, these exact frames, if these are ones that you are interested in. So there are those. I'm gonna make sure that you get a good, the sides are a little bit darker than the sides are a little bit darker than the front frames, but oh my gosh, I think these are super cute. You know, but glasses always make me notice that my face is crooked. I think they never sit like perfectly on my face because my face is crooked. Even the ones that I have now. But anyway, so there are the Feasting lenses. They're super cute. And then the other ones that I got are called Gaia, G-A-E-A, and I got these in, let me see, these are a cat eye frame, and I got these in the pattern. They're like a blue pattern color. I think online it just says pattern, and they also come with a little wipe so that you can keep your lenses clean. And here is what these look like. I think these are adorable. I don't know, these might be my favorite. They're slightly wider than the other ones, and oh my gosh, guys, I love these. I may have to wear them all the time now. So yeah, those are the 2 options. You can see the pattern is on the side and on the front. So those are the 2 that I picked out. It took me forever to decide on which ones because there were a ton on their website that I wanted to have. I really like to pick pattern glasses that are in different colors. I don't know, I just think they're a lot of fun. So maybe I'll keep these on for the rest of my video. I don't know. Look, these or these. Which ones do you like the best? I'm going to leave a link down below to both pairs of glasses that I got. Of course, you can choose whatever pair that you want, and you can definitely load up your own picture and try them out on your face to pick out the ones that are perfect for you. They have all different patterns, all different colors, different shapes. They have round ones, they have rectangles, they have cat eye. These are considered to be cat eye, and other shapes too that I'm sure I'm not aware of. But anyway, and if you use the code TIA at checkout, then you can get 50% off of your frames and 20% off of lenses, which is a fantastic deal. And they have just so many different options. I can't emphasize that enough. And I definitely will be using them again in the future. I'm in love with these glasses. Yeah. Anyway, thank you to Zinff Optical for the glasses and for so kindly offering a coupon code to all of my viewers. So now we're going to move on to the books. I'm going to keep my glasses on because I really like them. So these are in no particular order or no like genre order. I just have a whole mix of a ton of different stuff. The first one is Flight of Dreams by Ariel Lawhone. So this is a historical fiction novel about the last flight of the Hindenburg, and it takes place in 1937. I don't know a ton about it other than that I've heard a couple of people talk about this author, and she was actually a guest host on a podcast, or a guest on a podcast that I listened to, which made me even more intrigued to try some of her works. So I've heard good things about this one and decided to go ahead and grab it. I got Seeking Mansfield by Kate Watson. So this is one that has been on my radar for years, since I very first started watching BookTube years and years ago. A BookTuber who doesn't even make videos anymore talked about this book. This is a Mansfield Park retelling. I think this is a YA one, and it centers around a play, I want to say. Yeah, I can't wait to read this. I don't know why it's taken me so long to finally pick this up. It's like the only Mansfield Park retelling that I think I've ever heard of. I did get a couple more Pride and Prejudice retellings this month. This is another, I think this is a trilogy. So I got the first two, and I've heard about these for years and always meant to read them, but these are by Pamela Aiden. The first one is An Assembly Such as This, and the second one is These Three Remain. And these, I think, are retelling Pride and Prejudice through the eyes of Mr. Darcy. I picked up Fake It Till You Break It by Jen P. Wynn. So this one is a YA contemporary, and I think it follows two teenagers who have been friends their entire lives, and their families have always wanted them to get together, and it's like they're sort of just rebelling against that, but then they decide to like fake date to get them off of their backs, and I'm assuming they probably end up falling in love, you know, through the fake dating. Sounds adorable. I got another Darcy retelling. This one is called Dear Mr. Darcy by Amanda Grange. It's another retelling of Pride and Prejudice that I think is like retelling the story through letters between Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth. I could be incorrect, but I think that's what this one is. I got Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse. This is another one that I've heard about for several years, and I think what finally sent me over the edge is that podcast that I listened to. They were raving about this one. This one is a indigenous fantasy story, I believe, and yeah, I've just heard great things about this author and this series in particular. I got The Summer Country by Lauren Willig. So Lauren Willig is a historical fiction author that I have read from before, and I've always wanted to try more by her. So I honestly don't really know what this is about. I just know that I've read Lauren Willig before and decided to try another one of her books. So I grabbed this one. Okay, then I grabbed No Place for a Lady by Gil Paul. This one is a historical fiction novel that takes place during the Crimean War, I believe, in 1854. And I've never heard anything, or I've never read anything set during that time period or during that war, and so I'm really looking forward to trying this one out. It follows a young woman whose fiance has set sail for Crimea, and she, I think, is going to join up with Florence Nightingale and nurse injured soldiers on the battlefield. I just got Every Value Break by Peter Swanson. So this is a mystery thriller. I've read Peter Swanson before and really enjoyed his books, and I think this one is going to be great as well. At least the plot, the premise sounds really intriguing. It follows a young woman named Abigail who has a one-night stand right before her wedding, and then the guy she had a one-night stand with follows her on her honeymoon, and I think sinister things happen after that. So I grabbed Crosstalk by Connie Willis. So this is an author that Anne from Elizabeth Ann Reads talks about a lot, and I don't know, I've heard about Crosstalk from her, and she may be the only person actually I've heard about for, but it always pops up on Goodreads every so often. This one is a YA sci-fi dystopian type thing, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how to describe it, but I think it involves like some sort of neuroscience process that is trying to improve the emotional connection between partners, like maybe like telepathy, but then something goes wrong with this girl and her boyfriend whenever they undergo the process. And I could be describing this completely wrong, but I will definitely let you know more whenever I finally read it. I got Dial A for Aunties this month, and this one is a new release that follows a young woman who accidentally kills her blind date, and then her mom and her aunts get involved in trying to get rid of the body. That sounds super sinister, and the cover makes it seem like it's going to be fun and funny, and maybe it is, so I don't know. I'm really intrigued by this one though. I can't wait to read it. I got Becoming Mrs. Lewis by Patty Callahan. This one is like a biography about the woman who ends up marrying C.S. Lewis, which I'm really intrigued by. I don't really know anything about C.S. Lewis's personal life, so I'm really interested in reading this one. Okay, The Other Bennett Sister by Janice Hadlow is another Pride and Prejudice retelling. I think that this one is following Mary Bennett, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And I think that's super intriguing because, you know, Mary Bennett and Kitty, I think, are the two who don't get as much page time in the novel, and so it'll be interesting to see a book written from Mary's perspective. Okay, can you tell there's a theme this month? I was thinking about Jane Austen apparently a lot in April. So I also got the Jane Austen Society by Natalie Jenner. This one I think is a historical fiction book that follows a group of people who band together during World War II, and I think they read Jane Austen's novels together. I'm not 100% sure exactly what, but I don't think this one is not a retelling of any of Jane Austen's books. It's just about a group of people who love her books, and maybe I think they look towards them to get them through the war, maybe. We'll see. And now I've gotten to my stack, my 3 Book of the Month Club books that I picked out during the month of April. The first one is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. So this one is following a girl and a guy who have been best friends forever. They always go on a vacation together in the summer, but then something happens between the two of them which sort of messes up their relationship, and she decides that they're going to go on this one final vacation to try and patch everything up. And yeah, I also got Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manisala, and this one is the first in Tita Rosa's Kitchen Mystery series. I think this is going to be a new like cozy mystery foodie type series. It's following a young woman who's moving back home after a breakup. She has to work in Tita Rosie's failing kitchen, and she has to deal with a whole bunch of interfering matchmaking aunties, which is going to be really cute and fun. I've heard great things about this one so far. Okay, then I got When the Stars Go Dark by Paula McLean, and I honestly have not heard anything about this one yet. It's like a mystery thriller, and I don't really know much more about it other than that. I read the description, and honestly, I don't really understand. The description's pretty vague. It's following a woman who moves back home, and I think a crime happens that's really familiar to something that happened to her in her childhood, and she's trying to deal with those things. Okay, then I picked up A Taste for Love by Jennifer Yin. So this one is about a young girl, a teen girl who loves to bake, and her mom enters her in like a baking contest. But then she finds out that really all the bakers are like guys that her mom wants to set her up with or something. Yeah, and I think that she ends up having a romance with one of them, even though she was like really annoyed that her mom tried to do this to her. It sounds like a lot of fun and just looks super cute. Okay, and then I also got A Foo Love Story by Lone Lee. This one is another like YA foodie romance. I don't really know much more about it than that. I got Keep It Together, Kiko Carter by Debbie Machiko Florence. This one is a middle grade book, and I think this is the first in like a trilogy about a set of 7th graders who are best friends. It's like a middle grade contemporary book. Okay, and this one I've been wanting to get forever. I've of course seen this movie, Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe by Fanny Flagg, and it has been on my wish list forever, and I finally just got it the other day. yeah, most people probably know what this is about. Honestly, I'm not even really sure how to explain it, but it's about like two best friends who run this cafe. And at least the movie is told like in hindsight. They're looking back and telling the story from the future. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finally reading the book. Because I've seen the movie so many times. I really want to know if the book is like the movie. I picked up Colonel Brandon's Diary by Amanda Grange. So this is a retelling of Sense and Sensibility through Colonel Brandon's perspective. I got The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Gornichek. So this one I've heard a couple of people talking about. Particularly, I'm pretty sure that my friend Trish mentioned this and told me that she had just read it and really enjoyed it. And that really pushed me over the edge because I usually agree with Trisha's bookish opinion. So yeah, this one I think is like a fantasy historical fiction. I think it follows a witch who marries a Odin, maybe? I'm not 100% sure exactly. Something like a mix of like mythology and witches and fantasy and that type of thing. I really don't know that much about it. I've just heard a lot of people saying that it's a really great book. Okay, I also got Rainy Nightingale by Kate DiCamillo. So I really enjoy Kate DiCamillo's writing. This is a middle grade contemporary book that follows a young girl who I think is entering a pageant competition. And I think she ends up meeting like some lifelong friends in this competition, which is not what she was expecting. It just sounds like it's going to be really heartwarming, and I've heard great things about this trilogy. I've always wanted to read it, so I finally grabbed it. My final two were ones that were recommended by Nicole at the Girly Girl Bookworm, and they are The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey. I think that this one is about a woman, a wife, and her clone, and it's like a sci-fi mystery thriller, maybe? I don't know. It sounds super intriguing. The other one I got is Finlay Donovan is Killing It by Elle Cosimano. And this one I think is about a woman who she's like a writer, and maybe she's meeting with her agent, I want to say, and pitching her latest like thriller mystery novel, and someone overhears her and thinks that she is like a hit woman or something, and so they like try to contact her about setting up a hit or something. Anyway, it sounds like it's like dark and funny and mysterious, and I'm really intrigued by this one. So I hope I can get to it soon. Those are the books that I bought during the month of April. I know it's a ton, and I'm hoping that I can cool it soon, but we all know that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, and also both of the new pairs of glasses that I got this month. Definitely let me know down in the comments which ones you think look the best. If you like my new frames, what you think about them. Do you wear glasses? And also let me know if you've read any of these books, which ones you think I should prioritize and read sooner rather than later. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are all doing well, and I will see you next time.